So what we need to do is bring right view into our experience. No matter what thoughts arise within us or what happens outside, the mind needs, at the very least, to pause for a moment first. In Buddhist meditation training, there is a very good foundational teaching known as Five Contemplations for stilling the mind. It is a foundational method for calming the mind and countering 5 major obstacles: greed, hatred, delusion, distraction, and the many hindrances that arise in practice, so that the deluded mind no longer keeps surging up and down, and the mind can gradually become clear and pure. These 5 methods are: contemplation of impurity to counter desire, contemplation of loving kindness to counter anger and hatred, contemplation of causes and conditions to counter delusion, mindfulness of the Buddha to counter the hindrances that arise in practice, and counting the breath to counter distraction. By using these methods of contemplation, we can first let the forces of distraction, craving, anger, and the like settle down a little, and let the mind begin to settle into a slight abiding. This observation can be carried out through the 4 foundations of mindfulness. The first is to contemplate the body as impure. It is not only that this body is physically unclean, more deeply, it is to observe that this body is the basis on which affliction, the making of karma, and the continuity of birth and death all depend, and is therefore impure. Although for now we still take this body to be ourselves, and are not yet able to fully cut off the view of self-identity, practicing this contemplation is already a way of loosening attachment, and it is also a comparatively accessible place to begin. For example, instead of excessively cherishing this body and chasing after its pleasures, we can, as mentioned in the previous episode, practice using the false to cultivate the true. As we gradually let go of this body's pleasures, a body that is materially impure and easily stirs up affliction in the mind, we will gradually begin to feel freer and more at ease. The second is to contemplate feelings as suffering. Because ordinary beings see things in an inverted way, we always assume that as long as we keep this body comfortable by various means, eating delicious food, being with people or things we like, and so on, we have found happiness. But if we observe carefully according to Buddhist teachings, we begin to see that pleasant feeling can become the cause of later suffering. Everything pleasant comes to an end sooner or later, which already shows that it is provisional and cannot be taken as ultimately reliable. And when causes and conditions shift even a little, pleasant feeling can quickly turn into painful feeling. For example, when the weather is cold, taking a hot bath may feel wonderful at first, but if we stay in too long, that original comfort quickly turns into oppression, or even something the body cannot bear. Moreover, among the 8 sufferings, not a single one turns back into happiness. From this too, we can see even more clearly where the inversion of ordinary beings lies. Chill life, where clarity deepens with every return.